This video contains real rescue footage. All scenes show responders preventing harm and saving lives. In August 2022, Chongqing faced its most severe heatwave since 1961. On the evening of the 17th, the first smoke point appeared in Fuling's Lishi sub-district, and within 24 hours, wildfires broke out across Nanchuan, Jiangjin, Beibei, and several other areas. Temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius caused eucalyptus trees to release oil, and the dried vegetation became natural fuel. Combined with steep terrain and shifting winds, the fire spread rapidly. 2 fires in Fuling burned a total of 800 mu, while the Jinyun mountain fire in Beibei advanced dangerously close to the city's edge, posing a serious threat to public safety. Once the fires appeared, Chongqing activated its emergency response. Thousands of firefighters and armed police forces were mobilized, and multiple helicopters carried out continuous aerial water drops. However, near the 897-meter summit of Jinyun Mountain, the terrain was extremely complex. Some steep slopes had only half-meter-wide temporary paths, making it impossible for vehicles to reach the front line. Transporting supplies became the biggest challenge. On August 22nd, local authorities issued an urgent call for assistance, asking volunteers with off-road motorcycle experience to help transport supplies. The moment the message was released, a group of young motocross riders in Chongqing, aged between 18 and 20, immediately rushed to the rescue. Among them was an 18-year-old known as Long Marzi, who stopped his food delivery work and rode his cherished dirt bike to join the mission. At that time, he could not have imagined that within just a few days, one single image of him would be uploaded online and capture the attention of people across the nation. Thus, the young riders who had once sped through the streets on their motorcycles became transport couriers on the front line of firefighting. They supported firefighters and PLA units along the lifeline from the mountain to the valley, even at the cost of their valued dirt bikes. Within 48 hours of the call for help, citizens from other provinces and cities across China arrived in Chongqing, forming a motorcycle support force to assist in the effort. Meanwhile, a call for help posted by Beibei resident Zhong Jun spread rapidly online. Off-road riders from across the country began arriving in Chongqing, joining this volunteer supply route to the front line. The temporary path on Jinyun Mountain had just been carved out by excavators. The slopes were steep, the rocks scorching under the heat, and the dust made visibility extremely poor. They travel day and night along the steep mountain roads, undeterred by danger. Even after falling, they rose again, determined to deliver firefighting equipment, medical staff, water, food, medicine, and other essential supplies from the support points at the foot of the mountain to the soldiers fighting on the front line. On the afternoon of August 23rd, after more than 10 hours of non-stop trips, he was exhausted. He poured a bottle of water over his head, a moment captured by a teammate and widely shared online.
点水，快点把出来。
啊，痛！
马上就好，而且马上。
不要怕，真的是
痛啊！
痛了一下了，人都回来了。我是专业的那个。
By the 25th alone, Long Marzi had transported more than 800 pounds of supplies and carried rescue personnel up and down the mountain multiple times.
Hiện在是那个民兵和部队的用人墙的方式挡到起的哈，等于是说都像打仗了，最后的关了哈，准备给那个决战了，是吧？哎，人墙挡到起的哈，可能隔离带可能只有几十米的位置啊，应该。
这个还有20-30米，
可能最多几十米。你看烟子不得了了，火光冲天了，开始。基本上嘎，喊我们原地待命的，上面是部队和民兵来守到起，我们在等着噻。所以说哎，不惜代价，今儿就是和他做最后的斗争。
At dawn on August 26th, the last open flame at the Beibei fire site was finally extinguished. The 10-day operation ended with no casualties and no damage to major facilities. Long Marzi posted a short video on social media with just one line, Chongqing 1. I'm going home to sleep, and then slipped away quietly like the other riders, leaving only deep tire marks on the mountain road.
灭了，现在又没有燃了，基本上结束了。重庆赢了，重庆这儿最牛逼。
Through these images, we see a real picture of China. This wildfire rescue showed not only efficient emergency response and professional coordination, but also the commitment of ordinary people to public safety. Volunteers like Long Marzi turned the roar of their engines into a lifeline leading to the front line. To respect reality is also to remember this: every disaster that comes to an end relies on professional strength and on the quiet light of countless ordinary people. What part of this rescue stood out to you the most? Share your thoughts below and let's talk about it together. That's all for today's episode. We'll see you in the next one.